This radio show is more important than any other mainstream media outlet that exists.
The Breakfast Club.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it.
Wake the fuck up.
You think I'm gonna come here when this ain't hot?
DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God.
Being here next to all of you guys, it's really big.
It's one of my favorite shows to do, just because y'all always keep it 100, y'all keep it real. But what better place than here?
I think everybody should go on the Breakfast Club and start with that if you want to shake it up.
Good morning, USA! Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Tuesday.
Yes, and we got a special guest joining us this morning.
Yes, indeed.
We have Miss Rhea Davis. Welcome.
Hey, good morning.
How you feeling?
Rhea.
I'm great. I'm so glad to be here with you guys.
You might know her from allhiphop.com, the Neighborhood Talk, and a host of other things. But Charlamagne, why you ain't give me a hug this morning? You hugged the young lady Rhea Davis. You spoke to everybody, and you ain't come give me a hug.
No, I want my hug. Because I walked in late. Don't start that light-skinned sexual stuff, man. I got time for that. Go hug Tyrese.
No.
Go hug Tyrese, okay? Tyrese want a hug.
Give me a hug.
Okay?
There we go. That's all I want.
Don't start that light-skinned sexual stuff. I ain't got time for this, all right?
I just want a little hug.
I don't hug people who team lose 40-0 first week, okay?
Oh, that's where we going?
On the 22nd anniversary of 9/11. That's just terrible.
Going?
No inspiration, no motivation, no nothing.
That was yesterday. Why you always want to talk about the past? Let's talk about the
Man,
past.
and I'll tell you what, we played the New York Jets. We played them bum-ass Jets on Sunday, okay? Without Aaron Rodgers, I hate to see people get hurt.
Yeah.
But he got a messed up Achilles, they say.
Yeah, like
so my Cowboys played him on Sunday.
The third or fourth play of the game.
Hey, man.
He was nasty.
Hey, he's 40 years old. Sometimes you get reminded of that in the worst of ways.
He definitely did. He absolutely positively did. But yeah, we'll talk about that in front page news. Now, we got a special guest joining us this morning. Charlamagne will be joining us. You know Charlamagne, he's a Grammy Award winning producer. He's worked with Alicia Keys, Nas, Miguel, so many different people. So we're going to be chopping it up with him a little bit later. All right.
You like my candles. That's the vibe in here. Is this bum-ass Giants?
Yes, the Giants candle. Don't blow up my Giants candle.
Bum-ass Giants candle. What is that candle lit for? They lost 40-0.
So what?
The lights are off.
So what?
Okay. The lights are off, all right?
Jesus Christ. All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Rhea, how you feeling? How you doing?
Good.
Where you from, Rhea?
I'm from Charlotte.
No, you from Charlotte, from North Carolina?
And
Atlanta.
Okay. Well, what you do? You got in town yesterday?
I got in town yesterday.
But did you go out in this nasty weather?
I
Nah,
didn't go
just
out
chill.
The weather was too nasty. Like, I know it's Fashion Week, but I was like, nah, it was just the rain.
Wasn't gonna do it to yourself. Okay. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news. Teslin Figueroa will be joining us. She'll break down everything that's happening out there. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club on BET. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host Rhea Davis with us, and let's get in some front page news. Morning, Tiz.
Good morning, DJ Envy. Good morning, beautiful Rhea and Charlamagne the God.
Peace, Taz, the Hood Whisperer.
Taz, you watch football?
I watch a little bit. I watch you lose on Saturday.
Jesus
on
Christ.
Sunday.
All right.
So we did. Everybody watched that. The world was watching.
Damn it, man. All right. Well, the Jets beat the Buffalo Bills last night, 22-16 in overtime. Aaron Rodgers was hurt in the first quarter. I think after like the fourth play. Our one of our producers is not here yet. I'm sure he went to the game, and last night he went into overtime. Red has his Jets jersey on, real cute. Red, I never seen you wear a Jets jersey before, but real cute. All right, well, let's jump right into it. Biden and Trump. Now they're tied in the polls, correct?
Yeah, we're going to hear a lot of this as we move forward in presidential season, but wanted to give you some updates on some polls. Donald Trump is polling even with President Joe Biden in a likely 2024 rematch, sparking mixed feelings among Democrats 14 months from Election Day. Now, some are alarmed by the neck-and-neck race, while others, including Biden allies, said that this is meaningless because, you know, they always say, oh, this is just a snapshot in time. But there are some advisors that are really worried about this. Dan Pfeiffer, who's a former advisor to President Barack Obama, said that despite Trump waiting despite him awaiting trial for 91 felony counts, Trump is a coin flip away from the presidency. He goes on further to say that because of the Electoral College and the highly polarized politics, we should assume that every presidential election will depend on a number of voters smaller than those who attend a Taylor Swift concert. I'm going to give you the numbers here. CNN poll has Biden 47, Trump 46. Wall Street Journal has them tied at 47. And New York Times have them both tied at 43. And Trump is currently polling stronger than Biden than he did at any point in 2020.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's meaningless. I'm not gonna ever say a poll is meaningless. You just never know. Folks didn't think Trump could win in 2016, but I will say it's not surprising that they're tied because Biden is almost a corpse, and we know his age is a concern to some people. And Democrats don't do a great job of telling folks what they actually do for people. They just tell us that they are better than Trump, which isn't saying much.
Yeah, but it's very scary, right? When you look at you call Biden a corpse, and we all know that Biden is old. He trips on himself. He shakes hands with people that's not there, so that's very scary. But then you got Donald Trump. That's just scary in totality. So who do we look at? Who are we looking at? If these are the two leaders that's possibly going to be the next president, it's very scary out there.
Well, it's simple for me. I say it all the time. You have one party. I don't want to say party. I say, you have one party who seems to want to preserve democracy, and you have another party who's leaning towards fascism. And I tend to say when you got somebody like a Trump who says things like he wants to suspend the Constitution in order to overturn the results of an election, you don't want a leader of a country of America who doesn't believe in the Constitution. So it's real. It's really simple for me.
Yeah, but you got a lot of people that just won't even go out and vote. Like they're gonna feel defeated and be like, I don't want to go here and I don't want to go here, so I'm not going out at all.
There's gonna be a lot of voter apathy. Absolutely. And we're in a country where the economy is bad and crime is bad all over the country, and people are gonna look at the leadership that's in position now and they're gonna say things weren't like that a few years ago, which I don't know.
Yeah, you speak of crime. Coming into work today, I was listening to 1010 Wins, and they were talking about that in New York City. They're talking about budget cutting because the migrants, they have nowhere to pay for the migrants. They have to pay for the hotels, the food, and this, that, and the other. And they said it's going to cut a lot of the things that they had, like mental health for a lot of people. And as we pull up, there was a young lady outside. I don't know if you see it, Charlamagne.
I heard her.
But she was walking around breaking people's windows and mirrors. Using her keys, and
I didn't see that. I heard her screaming.
Yeah,
I heard somebody screaming.
Yeah, she was mentally off, and she was just walking up and down the street, breaking people's windows and breaking people's popping people's tires. And
why the hell you ain't call somebody?
But the cops grabbed her by the time you got here.
Did?
Yeah,
Okay,
you saw the cops out there?
No, I didn't.
He said, "Why you ain't call me?"
I might say you sitting there telling us about the crime. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't call? Don't call me. I ain't say call me. I said call the proper authority.
No, cops are already out there. Right.
Just a quick stat though, while you guys were talking about it, I pulled it up. More than 6 in 10 Americans believe that violent crime is up. In some of the cities it's down, but again, just the belief of it alone is something that I think Democrats will be addressing with their tough on crime messaging. So just a reminder, folks, to get involved in your local and state elections, to be heavy on local, because that is where politics really happens.
I hate when you look at the papers in New York and salute to Mayor Adams, but he's saying things like crime is down. Statistics are one thing, but we outside. You know what I'm saying? We see it every day. So y'all can tell me these stats all you want, but we got eyes and ears. You saw crime this morning, didn't you?
All right. Well, that is front page news. Seslin, we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. And Rhea, jump right in. You have a thought, an opinion. You ain't got to wait. Just hop your ass right in. You family. That's like I was telling you, go right to the refrigerator, go get something to drink. You ain't got to ask. Just jump right in. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Keep calling. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, y'all. This is Zach from Rockford.
Hey, Zach, get it off your chest, brother.
I want to say good morning, fellas. Good morning, Miss Rhea. Welcome.
Good morning.
I just want to take this opportunity to remind people that Dr. Cornel West is still running for president.
Yes, he is.
All of his policies, we focus a lot on the executive part and not the legislative part. And where we worry about the popularity contest rather than just what they're supposed to be doing. Like you said earlier, the Democrats just say we're better than Trump instead of saying what they'll actually do.
Absolutely, 100%. You're absolutely right.
That's it. That's all I need to remind people. Dr. Cornel West.
All right, man.
Thanks.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, Breakfast Club. This is Jordan the Welder.
Hey,
Jordan. What's up, Jordan?
How are y'all?
I was watching you weld something on Instagram last week.
Really? It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Jordan.
Thank you. I wanted to give a shout out to my mom. It always makes me feel weird when people do nice things for me, but she paid my car note this month.
Oh,
Shout out to mom.
that's nice. That's dope.
I wouldn't be paying your
I
car
love
note.
you, Mommy.
All that money you making as a welder, and you got your mommy paying your car note. You ain't hurting for nothing out here, Jordan.
Nah, that's good. You can do a little something special for yourself today for your birthday.
Yeah, I will. And you know what? I have a question for you all.
Yes, ma'am.
I am told often that I look like Natari Naughton, and I don't see it. So I was just wanting people to go to my Instagram page and tell me if they see it.
I ain't never seen you without your welding mask on, really.
Really?
Sometimes.
I'm going to post a picture then. I'm going to post one. I think I have some. They're like older posts, though, but my Instagram is Jordan_the_welder.
Okay, I got to check it out. Most of the time I see you, you got your welding mask on.
Yeah. Are you going to check it out now?
Yeah, I'm going to go look right now. I told you I follow you. I literally just saw you last week. You was welding something.
You didn't like my post, Charlamagne.
I don't be liking posts. I'm not a liker. I don't do stuff like that.
You're not a like. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm lying. I see you right now. You got your welding mask up.
Does she look like Naturi?
Okay.
Does she look like Naturi? I mean, they look like they can be in the same tribe.
In the same trap.
Huh?
You can go look at it too. Show DJ Envy.
All right, what is it?
Jordan _the_welder.
Let me see.
You don't look
Charlamagne.
like Naturi to me. I'm going to be honest with you.
No.
Not to me.
I don't see it either.
You ain't giving
Some people
Naturi.
are like, you look like Tasha from Power. I'm like, I don't see that.
I don't see it.
Nah.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm excited. Nicki Minaj is performing at the VMAs tonight.
She is.
Yes, she is.
And Cardi B.
hosting.
Yeah.
And Cardi B.
Yeah,
I wonder how that's going to work
great.
out.
They gonna keep one
Yeah,
on one
that's
side,
gonna
one
be
on the other
interesting.
side. I just hit you with a
All
happy
right, well,
birthday
thank
on
you
your
for
page,
talking
mama.
to me. Thank you, DJ Envy. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye now. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Ray!
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now here and tell you what it is.
We live?
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Remy the Brian from Dallas, Texas.
Remy,
Come
what up,
on
brother?
now.
Hey.
Come on now, Dallas. Come on now. We representing. Come on, Dallas.
You already know Oak Cliff in the building.
Well, I was talking about the Cowboys.
You was talking about the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys. Never mind. What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
Man, I'm not a sportsman like that, but I just wanted to call in and tell y'all good morning. I really messed with y'all. Yesterday, my grandmother passed away, so we grieving that, and I just wanted to put some peace, love, happiness, and light into the universe. You know what I mean?
Sorry to hear that, my brother.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, sending you and your family healing energy for sure.
Yeah, man, it's just another thing that happened in life. I'm just learning to cope with it.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Have a good one, brother. I'm sorry for your loss again.
Nah, for sure. Hey, one thing, can I salute the podcast that I produce?
Go ahead.
Of course.
All right, man. Shout out to Cinnamon J. That's at Cinnamon Jaye. I produce a podcast called Hey You Doing the Most. Y'all check us out on YouTube.
Alrighty, brother. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
My pleasure. Y'all be blessed.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Justin Lugo.
Get the phone out your mouth, brother. Why you got the phone in your mouth early this morning?
Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
We can
I
hear you
can hear you
clearly
now.
now.
Thank you for stopping sucking on the phone.
Jesus. Good morning, bro.
My fault. Hey, yo. I just want to call, give you your flowers, Charlamagne. This is Justin Lugo. I'm actually going to be a part of your Mental Wealth Expo in October. Sitting on a mental health panel about the silent stigma in black men.
Okay.
And you may not remember me, but 2 years ago, I was at your expo, and your expo saved my life, brother. I was close to suicide, and I heard things that saved my life. I wrote a letter, and Dr. Alfie came on your show the next day and mentioned me by name. And I went on my own healing journey the next year, went through a divorce, and I just started to heal, get into therapy, do the work. And I was blessed to do things like speak on stage with Sean King, Jay Barnett, went to the White House, man. And last year I went to the expo again, and they asked me to be a volunteer. I helped coordinate a breakout room. I was behind the scenes. You may remember when Jay Barnett brought you the flowers on stage, he asked me to be a part of that, right?
Yes, sir.
And so now, 2 years later, to be back and be a part of the event, you have no idea how much this means to me, full circle from a moment where I was at my lowest to now I can use my testimony and my story to share with others. So I just can't wait. October 7th, New York City. And I just want to give you flowers. I want to give Dr. Alfie her flowers, the Mental Wealth Alliance, iHeartRadio, bro. I can't wait to come and have an amazing event with you.
Man, Justin, I can't wait to see you, and that's exactly why we do the Mental Wealth Expo. It's a day of mental health and healing education, and that's all we do it for, man, to get people started on their healing journey. So it's beautiful to see how far you've come in a couple of years, man, and I can't wait to see you on October 7th.
Like love, brother. Thank you.
Sir. All right, brother. And it's a free event, y'all. You know what I'm saying? From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square, New York. Justin Little's going to be there, like he just said. Dr. Alfie Breland Noble, Dr. Rita Walker, Dr. Jay Barnett, my man Carson Daly, who's a big mental health advocate. He's going to be there, along with a bunch of other people, man. So go to mentalwealthexpo.com for more information. And remember, it is a free event, a day of mental health and healing education, man, just to get you started on your healing journey. Can't wait to see y'all on October 7th.
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. When we come back, we got your rumor report. We got to talk. Y'all better leave Unc alone. We're talking Steve Harvey. We'll break it down when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club on BET.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host Rhea Davis here.
What's up?
And let's get to the rumors.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the rumor report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. All right, let's start off with Steve Harvey. Now, you know Steve Harvey, OG. He works with Shirley Strawberry, which is one of his co-hosts, and a leak call happened. She was on the phone with her husband, her ex-husband, and I don't know how this call got leaked, but he was in jail as they were talking. The call got leaked, and this is how the call went.
You know what? They have Marjorie has her own spa, her own workout room, and her own spa. And she could go in there and get massages every day. People come to her house and and work her out and all of that. I was like, oh God, what a dream.
Does she look old though? Does she look like she's getting old?
No, I haven't seen her, but she looks good on her pictures.
Oh, she ain't there?
No, she's not there. If she was there, we probably wouldn't have been all over the house. Wouldn't have done it. No, you know he's scared.
Damn, sure right. God, what you say? You know he's scared. God,
all of that. Yeah, but yeah, everything. I knew I wasn't supposed to be in there, but he brought us in, so I said, okay.
I mean, shouldn't she be able to sue the jail, first and foremost?
I think so.
Because how does that call leak, number one? But also, I mean, that's her husband. Or ex-husband. All right, clearly they got a close relationship. That's her confidant, clearly.
And it had nothing to do with the crime, so it shouldn't have been out at all.
Yeah, and she should be able to speak to him in that way. I mean, I didn't hear her say nothing bad.
The call wasn't that bad.
Nah. Well, of course, the call was leaked, and everybody heard it. So she then apologized to Steve Harvey live on her show.
Steve, I'm going to just start by saying that my estranged husband is in jail. He's been in jail for over a year, since about right after the 4th of July of 2022. And recently some, phone calls from last year between he and I were leaked. And, on those calls, you hear me saying, you were winded going up the stairs at your home. Marjorie looks at us as the help. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said. As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it, and, I want to apologize. I feel terrible. I make no excuses. I said what I said, and there's no denying it.
That's interesting. I mean, I can see her apologizing for talking, I guess his business, but apologizing because you feel like somebody looks at you like the help? Why would I be apologizing for that? Because I think you look at me like the help, so I'm apologizing?
Yeah, I guess just talking negatively about somebody that you work with, and it is released. I mean, but she was talking to her husband.
Is that talking negatively if I say this person looks at me like the help?
Well, that's
is that talking negatively about her, or is that just the way I feel? I could be wrong about my feelings, by the way.
True.
But that's just the way I feel. I feel like this person looks at me like the help.
Well, Steve Harvey responded to the statement and the apology yesterday.
She the best thing ever happened to me.
I don't care what nobody says. And y'all quit talking about she was in my other marriage and ruined it. She didn't. She was nowhere around that. My marriage, I got divorced in 2005. My marriage was over when The Kings of Comedy was out. But in 2005, let me hip you to something. I had nothing. May 23rd, I lost the radio show, and May 10th, I lost the TV show. Steve Harvey had no money. Got with Marjorie again. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't marry into no lap of riches. I had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007, I told her too soon. I got to get some stuff together. She said, what? I said, baby, I ain't really got nothing. I'm trying to build. She said, I'm going to get in there and build with you.
So Steve Harvey cleared that up. He said when he started with his wife, he was broke, and then he even said his accountant made a mistake, and he was $22 million in the hole.
Why y'all bothering Steve and Marjorie? All they do all day is look fly on Instagram. They mind their business. Why? But you know what? I'm answering my own question. That's why.
Why?
Because they live in their best life.
Living their best life.
As they should.
People sitting around at home miserable and can't stand to see other people doing good. Can't stand to see other people actually enjoying themselves. So they want to try to rain on their parade. That's all that is.
Right. And that is the question I want to open up the phone lines to. 800-585-1051. Now, you know, if you're in a relationship, if you have a husband or a wife, you tend to pillow talk. Right? And pillow talk could mean you talking about a coworker, could talk about your feelings, or talk about any way that you feel.
I don't even like calling this pillow talk. That's your significant other. That's your mate. Like,
right.
You know, who else are you spilling your guts to at the end of the night?
But you pillow talk to your significant other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do.
I don't like calling it pillow talk though. I just like that's your confidant.
Right.
That's your, you know.
Right. So
talking.
The question is 800-585-1051. Should the conversations you have with your spouse, your wife, your husband, should that be able to be, I guess, used against you and affect your job, your workplace? Because in this one, it definitely is. I can't see them being as cool or as cool as they were before this.
I mean, it definitely complicates things.
It definitely complicates things. So let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. You know, sometimes when me and Charlamagne, you know, discuss things at night.
I don't like how you're saying this, and I don't know why you're saying this in this way.
I guess it depends on the severity of what was said, you know?
Right, true. All right, so let's have that conversation. 800-585-1051. Let's talk pillow talking with your spouse at night. Do you feel like, you know, that shouldn't complicate things at work? It should be just between y'all.
Whether you want it to or not.
Everybody has pillow talked at some point. They have pillow talk. The people who are being talked about have pillow talk. I think we just have to be a little bit more cognizant of what's said on a recorded line.
All right.
Pillow talk is going to happen.
Well, let's discuss when we come back. And also, we got front page news, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, Rhea Davis. You know, she's a journalist. You might have seen her or heard her or read her stuff on All Hip Hop. This is R&B.com, The Neighborhood Talk, and a host of others. Good morning, Rhea.
Good morning.
And let's get in some front page news. Welcome back, Tiz.
Yes, good morning, DJ Envy. Good morning, Rhea. Charlamagne the God.
Hey, Tiz.
Now, the Jets beat the Buffalo Bills last night 22-16 in overtime. Aaron Rodgers was hurt in like the fourth play in the first quarter.
Y'all saying Aaron Rodgers was hurt. Aaron Rodgers' career is probably over. If it's an Achilles like they say they're saying it is, he's 40 years old. It's probably a wrap. Period. like done. You know? And I hate to see people get hurt, but they do play my Dallas Cowboys this Sunday.
Damn.
So, you know.
What happens? The Jets paid him all that money?
Nothing you can do. That's football. That's
the
sports,
game,
right? He's 40 years old.
And Red, how's your quarterback? Is your quarterback good?
Red is a Jets fan. No, his quarterback's not good.
No? Damn, Red. Sorry, Red. All right, well, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about this California teacher now.
Yeah, this is a crazy story, but Southern California School District will pay $2.25 million to settle the latest lawsuit involving a teacher who became pregnant by one of at least two students she was having a sexual relationship with. Now, the settlement brings to $8.25 million the amount paid by the district to the victims since her 2013 arrest. Now, in August 16th, 2013, the district agreed to pay $6 million, listen closely, to the former student who impregnated her while she was a teacher. So the student who was abused and actually got the teacher pregnant got $6 million. And then now the 2.2 million is going to another student. So,
and this is high school?
Yes, this is high school.
Why does the school district have to pay for a teacher, having a student's baby? Are you responsible for what a teacher does in her personal time? I mean, it's a crime. It seems like she should be arrested and, taken to jail. But why is the school liable?
Maybe they knew. Did they know and not say anything?
Yes, that was a part of it too. And she was arrested, by the way. She pled guilty to unlawful sex with 3 former students. She served 6 months in jail and is registered as a sex offender. But like anything else, you can always sue civilly. So you have the criminal charge and then you have the civil. So even, if I feel I was wronged in any way, if there was any liability, they said yes, that there was folks who knew about the relationship. But even if they didn't, if there wasn't anybody who knew about it, you can always open up a claim to say, my child was sexually abused, have mental issues, have whatever, any type of damages, and you can sue.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how was the school liable. I mean, was it happening at the school?
Yes, it was happening in the classroom. In her classroom.
Oh, okay, got you.
But I got a question. So, one of the boys was 16 when they first started having sex, right? So it was rape, obviously, right?
Statutory rape, yeah.
Right? So when she has this baby, he's still connected to this baby for life, right?
That's usually how biology works.
Yeah, but is that right? Now, this 16-year-old who was raped is now connected to this baby.
Statutory rape, yes.
I don't know.
Well, again, it's statutory rape, but we don't know if the child, sees it as
rape.
I'm trying not to.
There's a power dynamic. Clearly, as an older woman, as a teacher, she took advantage of this young man. But I do understand what you're saying, Tess. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like and I don't want to minimize that, but I'm just saying we don't know what their dynamic, what basically the Envy, you're saying, will he still be involved in the child's life, and will they still have a relationship? Who's to say? I don't know.
And by the way, we only feel like this because it's a young man. Because if it was a young woman, if the roles were reversed and it was a man doing this to a young woman, we would totally understand it. But when it's a young boy involved with a teacher, then it's that automatic double standard that goes in all of our heads.
It's not only that. Like, I'm thinking about if I had a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old and my son was statutory raped from a teacher, right, that I felt like was controlling him because she's older, she's smarter, she's an educator. I don't know if I would want her to have that baby and have my 15-year-old connected to that child for life. I don't know if I would want that.
You can't control it.
But it's not up to you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just just saying that,
Yeah, I mean, and we don't know. Again, it was just for the record, it was statutory rape. It was wrong, but I don't know what the dynamics, will be moving forward. But I did want to point this out. She admitted to the police in 2013 that she had sex with the youth 10 to 15 times in her classroom and at her apartment. So it wasn't just the classroom; it also was at the apartment as well. So again, liability has also to do civils. It's not hard to prove things on the civil side. So civilly, the lawsuit, I can see how that went through.
So what are her charges? Like, Ted, what is she being charged with?
She pled guilty already to unlawful sex with 3 former students, and she already served 6 months in jail. So the criminal side was taken care of, and a lot of times right after you do the criminal, you go and you do a civil suit. So this is what came out of it civilly.
And I'm glad this is happening, because just because he was a young man does not mean he wanted it. Correct. You know what I mean? Does not mean he was a willing participant. The power dynamics work either way. She's a teacher. Right. She's older. She probably was, offering him good grades or telling him he was going to fail. I'm just, you never know how this was going. But I just know that, everything that's happened in this situation absolutely should have happened. She should have been arrested, and I guess the school should have been definitely held liable too.
Yep.
Now
let's talk about these pet owners, Tess.
4 in 10 pet parents would take a lower salary to work from home and be with their pets, according to a new survey. On average, pet parents begin to miss their pets just 37 minutes after they leave. And they said they think about their pets 13 times a day. I have a pet, and I don't think about my pet 13 times a day, but they said that the survey of about 2,000 owners said that leaving their pets alone gives them stress. It makes them worry. They suffer separation anxiety and causes real big mental issues. So, Charlamagne, are you addressing this at the Mental Health Expo? That's why I pulled this story.
No, but I do know a lot of people who have animals for comfort dogs. But I would also like to know from those 4 in 10 pet owners, are they married? Are they in relationships?
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would like to know that. I would like to know, do they have significant others?
So their animal is kind of like their spouse, like their cuddle buddy.
That's why I said. That's why I would want to know. I would want to know that. Do they have children? You know what I mean? Like I would want to know what do they have or don't have in their lives that make them that connected to their pets.
Yeah, because I have a dog and I don't think like that.
Nah.
I'm not a pet person.
I know some. Yeah, I know some folks who are married with children, but still, they just really have. Their pet is. Yeah, very much so. But to answer your question, what you like to know, 52% of this does contribute to loneliness or boredom, Charlamagne. So, a lot of them may be lonely.
But I'm looking at the take a pay cut part.
Yeah,
I'm taking no pay
but I'm
cut
not
to
looking
work from home with my pets.
But some people want to work from home. So look, I'm not a pet person, but I do anything to work from home.
Take a pay cut?
Hey,
So
work
like
from
a
home.
You take a pay cut, but like she said, you take a pay cut. You ain't got to worry about driving. You ain't got to worry about gas. You ain't got to worry about tolls.
Wardrobe.
So that little cut might be offset that.
And it's your emotional support animal too. It seems like. So they're home cozy with them.
What's the percentage Caucasian?
Guess what race it is? They didn't give me the percentage on the Caucasian.
But that cat lady thing is real though.
What?
Yeah, the cat.
Then wouldn't be having cat ladies because cat got them rough tongues.
Yo, shut up.
You know what?
You put a little honey on that.
Man,
Put a little honey down there. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Put a little honey down there on the
Softer
middle of
tongue
the
is
night. The
preferred.
cat get to working.
Oh my goodness.
Softer tongue is preferred.
And that is front page news. Thank you, Tez.
How do these stories go from we're seriously talking about mental health and the importance of anxiety, and here comes Charlamagne talking about the cat
lady.
Thank you, Tez.
That's right.
No
And make sure
problem.
you subscribe to Tesla and Figaro's podcast, The Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Tesla and Figaro on all social media platforms.
All right, now when we come back, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Now this conversation comes from Shirley Strawberry. That's right, from the Steve Harvey show. And recently she was talking to her husband. It was a jail talk and it was leaked. And she said some things about Steve Harvey that I'm sure Steve Harvey and his wife didn't like. So we're asking 800-585-1051. Should pillow talking with your spouse impact you at work? Because, you are home. It is your spouse. That's a place where it should be safe. You should be able to talk about your feelings, how things affect you. But should that impact your work?
Because it's not like it's just random gossip with a stranger, right? Like it's you're talking to, even though he's in jail and I think they're getting a divorce, it's still somebody that's very, very close to her.
Correct.
Like her ex-husband, a confidant, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Correct.
I wonder.
Let's talk about it. 800-585-1051. Let's discuss next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about pillow talking in a relationship. Now, this comes from Shirley Strawberry. She is Steve Harvey's co-host, and they were talking about, she was talking to her ex-husband. He was locked up at the time, and the call got leaked. He's still locked up?
Yeah.
Okay, and the call got leaked, which is crazy, and she was talking about Steve Harvey. She said Steve Harvey is scared of his wife. She also said if, I guess they went to Steve's house and said if Steve's wife was around, she wouldn't be able to see the house. So the question to y'all is 800-585-1051. Pillow talking with your spouse, your significant other. Should that affect your workplace? Rhea, let's start with you.
It depends on the severity of what was said, because it's gonna make it, you got to work with these people, so it's gonna make it uncomfortable. But everybody pillow talks. I just think, I think it was unfortunate that the call got leaked, and then we have to be cognizant of what we say on jail calls and recorded lines. Your privacy should be respected, but when you're talking about people you work with and maybe cutting a check a little higher up, or that you want to have a long-lasting relationship with, you got to watch what you say.
Yeah, but I think she first of all, I think she has a lawsuit. Because there was nothing criminal about that conversation. If it was criminal, then they usually release it. But the part where she's talking about Steve Harvey, I think that's crazy. But I do feel like when you have a husband or you do have a wife, you should be able to express how you feel regardless.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because, we all go through days. I'm sure there's some days where Charlamagne loves me. I'm sure there's other days where Charlamagne loves me more. But there might be days where he doesn't.
Gay! Red. Could we play a drop, Red? That, what I'm saying? This guy is gay. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with being gay. I just don't want to be gay with him in the mornings. when I come to work.
But
all right.
But there should be, you should be able to discuss that with your significant other. I'm sure
absolutely.
you go to work sometimes and you might not like your coworker that day, or your coworker did some foul-ish and you're upset and you're venting. And I'm sure some days you get over it and you love your coworker.
Right.
But if they only play the negative side, your coworker's gonna feel like, yo, this woman hates me. And I don't think that's right.
Because the call wasn't that bad. I think we just have to look at like the severity of every situation, what was said. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't even know if we could call this pillow talk because it's just you talking to your significant other. And I don't know if it's a matter of should it affect your job, because the reality is it will. All right, this complicates things. All right, but I don't hear anything that can't be fixed. But the reality is, man, if you're Shirley Strawberry, and salute to Shirley Strawberry, I think one of the biggest things that should be addressed is that, your wife does make me feel like the help, because the reality is the wife isn't a part of the radio show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The radio show is Steve and Shirley and nephew Tommy and the rest of the gang. You know what I mean? So it's just like, if she feels that way, why does she feel that way? And how can we set up boundaries to what happens in my personal life isn't affecting my professional relationship?
Mm-hmm. Right. See, but I'll be honest, right? So she said, Steve Harvey was scared of his wife, and
that's a conversation between me and her. Now, if I'm Steve, that's a conversation between me and her.
Mm-hmm. But I will say this, and this is where people go too far, right? When it comes to my house and people coming to my house, I'm scared of my wife, and I'll break it down. If somebody comes to my house, I think my house is clean. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, yo, come on in. My wife would be like, no, that's not clean. I have to clean up before people come. They can say, well, that's being scared of your wife, but that happens to anybody that's married. Like, there's been times when I'll be like, oh, I want so-and-so to come on. My wife be like, no, close the door. I ain't make the bed. That's not scared of your wife. That's your wife looks at things differently. I don't have a problem with that. I don't know if that's like that in your household.
No, it definitely is. My wife can't stand that. I'm first of all, let's be clear. Somebody want to come over, I got to ask my wife.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
saying?
But
is that scared of your wife?
And the people that usually want to come over know that they need to ask my wife.
Exactly.
Because I'll be like, sure. And wife be like, no, the house ain't clean. But I think personally and professionally, we have to be able to just draw lines and set up boundaries. You know what I mean? And by the way, that personally and professionally thing happens in the workplace too, because in the workplace, you might have people that you're cool with outside of work. Right? But they don't necessarily get along with other people that you work with. So you can't mix those things. I just had this conversation with somebody yesterday, and they're like, hey, I don't want to be around said individual. You know what I mean? I know we all work together, but outside of work, I don't want to be part of that circle. I get it.
Right.
I get it. So you got to respect those boundaries. I just think we all got to figure out ways to draw clear lines between our personal and professional relationships.
Jasmine.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you feel?
I feel great. How you guys feel?
I'm good. What's your thoughts, mama?
Okay, so I've been married 17 years. I can't wait to get in my car to talk to my husband. I be talking about all my coworkers. That is what you're supposed to do. What do I see him as? I see him as my confidant. Mm-hmm. I see him as someone I can trust. But what an incredible way for somebody to violate you in a space that you're supposed to be able to talk to somebody like that.
No,
on top of that, like, how does she work with him now? Like, I'm sure she feels like hell because she done messed up.
Well, it's all about what's being said. Like, I still don't think I didn't hear Shirley Strawberry say anything that can't be fixed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It might complicate things for a while, but I got the biggest thing, and I said this already, is that, why does my wife make you feel like the help? You know what I mean? Like, that's where the lines need to be drawn. The lines need to be drawn between my professional relationships and my personal relationships. You know,
they often get crossed because they probably been working together for a very long time. Obviously, before he was probably married to her. So, and I don't even think that she probably even interacts with them much. So that can probably look at like, oh my gosh, she doesn't look at us or hang out with us like that.
Yeah, because Miss Marjorie, Miss Marjorie's not a part of the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Not at all.
Like, Miss Marjorie's not Steve's manager, not that I know of. You know, unless there's things happening that we don't know about. But I've never known Miss Marjorie to be a part of the Steve Harvey Morning radio show. I know she's a part of the enterprise, right? You know, but I've never heard her be a part of the show. I don't know, but I would love that. That would be my conversation with my coworker this morning. Like, why does my wife make you feel like to help, and then what lines can we draw, what boundaries can we set up to where my personal doesn't interfere with my professional.
Right.
800-585-1051. Let's discuss. If you're just joining us, we're talking about Shirley Strawberry and Steve Harvey. Now, she was talking to her ex-husband. He's locked up, and she was talking on the phone. The phone got leaked. She was talking about Steve Harvey and how she felt about Steve and his wife Marjorie. And we're asking, should those pillow talk conversations, if they were ever leaked, would that affect your work spot, your workplace? Let's talk. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Talk about it. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Shirley Strawberry. She was talking to her ex-husband. He's in jail. She was talking over the phone, and she was talking about Steve Harvey and Marjorie. The call got leaked, and she apologized for it. So we're asking 800-585-1051. Should your conversations with your spouse, should pillow talk conversation with your spouse, if it ever got leaked, would that affect your workplace? That is the question. I don't think it necessarily should, because, your wife, like you said, should be your confidant, should be the person that you ride with, should be the person that you're able to talk about everything, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, right?
I'm a realist, though, so it just depends on what was said. It's just going to naturally affect it. It depends on what was said and how it was said.
Yeah, but also people have different days. Like, how I look at you one day, I might be mad at you one day. And then the next day, everything is all good. So that could be your emotions and your feelings, and people go through it all the time.
Right.
Well, what Rhea's right. It is about what you said, because there's some things that if I hear you say, knowing that I know you feel like that, we never gonna be the same again. Well, you know what I'm saying? We never ever gonna be the same.
I understand that, but let's be honest, right? Your mom or your dad, I'm sure you hated them one day. Hated them, like I hate them, right? And I'm sure you said some things that if your mama or your daddy heard, they might cut you off. But then
shut up. That's a terrible example.
No, it's not.
Mom and daddy can't cut you off.
Yes,
They're mom and daddy. No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
No, they cannot.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't. And by the way, there's only so much you're going to say about your mom and daddy because they're your parents, because you have a genuine love for them.
But
just like I can hear Shirley Strawberry in this call has love,
correct,
a lot of love for Steve Harvey, because she didn't say anything terrible about Steve. She actually sounded like, damn, I wish we used to be closer.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I mean? But we're no longer closer now, and she thinks it's because of Miss Marjorie.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I heard hurt in her voice. You know what I mean?
But you could hurt somebody or feel pain for somebody on one day, and then the next day it's not in your system anymore.
She ain't like she said, man, Steve Harvey's an F boy. You know what I'm saying? He don't pay us.
But it could have been a bad day. It just could have been a bad Monday, and then Tuesday she could have been like, yo, I love Steve. Steve held me down.
Well,
Steve did
my
this.
point is, she didn't say anything like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing she said is, I know that if she was home, we probably wouldn't be in the house because she treats us like the help. That's her personal feelings towards the wife. I didn't hear no animosity towards Steve. Correct. I didn't hear nothing bad said about Steve. But once again, that's his significant other, so he got to step up and defend his wife. So, like I said earlier, it's just all about drawing those boundaries between your personal and professional. Because if I'm Steve, I'm sitting down with Miss Shirley, and I want to know, why does my wife make you feel like that?
Mm-hmm. Well, we have Chantel on the line. Chantel, you there?
I'm here.
Hey, good morning. What's your thoughts, Mama?
I first of all agree with Charlamagne.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in the whole pillow talk thing when it comes to your mate, because you're going to talk to your mate.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that whatever is said between you two should stay inside. So no, I don't believe that it should affect you at work. However, if it does get out, I don't think it should be a big deal, because that's common sense. If a person has a significant other, that's their confidant. So they're going to confide in that individual about whatever. So if my homegirl tell me something, trust and believe, I trust my mate with that information. If it's something that maybe I want an opinion on, I may go to that individual concerning the matter, but it's not supposed to get back out. You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
Right. Pooh, good morning, Pooh.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's your thoughts, Pooh?
Man, personally, I'm going to tell you what. You doing pillow talk with your wife or your significant other, 9 times out of 10, everybody does it. Yeah. Everybody. And to be totally honest with you, Steve Harvey does the same thing about his co-workers. It's the same exact thing, and I would not be apologizing for what I say to my significant other. I would not.
I mean, it all depends on what
was
you
said.
said.
It all depends on what was said.
But in the case of Miss Shirley, I don't think an apology was necessary, especially when you're saying his wife makes me feel like the help. I'm not going to apologize for how I feel.
Right, I don't think she'd be apologized because she was talking to her husband. She wasn't gossiping. She wasn't doing an interview. It wasn't like she was, hitting Rhea at all hip hop. She wasn't doing any of that.
But if you say something that's offensive to your significant other, you can still apologize.
Yes.
If it was offensive.
It depends on what was said.
But do you think it was offensive?
No, I don't think it was that bad. But I think maybe she was apologizing because sometimes it's not really what was said, it's how you took it.
Correct.
I offended you. But also she might have been apologizing for the part about being scared of his wife.
Right. But I also feel like
what if she does? What if she is really scared?
What does he feel?
She meant
Steve Harvey was scared.
Oh yeah. But even with that, to me, that's still an inside conversation. The thing that's bothering me the most about this, and Envy knows it, we're all in this radio game when you have your respective colleagues and co-workers. When things spill out into the open, and now you got to have conversation about things, it's uncomfortable.
Right.
And the main reason it's uncomfortable is you really don't be ready to have those conversations publicly because you can barely have them privately.
Right.
You get in the room and it takes forever for everybody to really say what's on their mind. Yeah. Clearly, Miss Shirley has never expressed this to Steve, and Steve probably feels like, damn, I didn't know that. So now you got to have an inside conversation before you even have another outside conversation.
Right. And I will say that I think sometimes, you need to have those ugly conversations. We've had those ugly conversations before.
We've been working together 13 years.
And then after you hug me from the back and make things good.
I ain't never hugged you from the back.
What's the moral of the story?
I ain't never hugged you from the back. Here's the thing. The problem, it's not even a problem. They ain't never got to worry about me leaking no phone calls or anything like that, because there's nothing Charlamagne will say privately that I haven't said publicly.
Fair.
I'm the first. I am a snitch. You hear me? I am the person that would walk in the room and be like, I don't like none of this. I'll put it all on the table, whether it's between us, whether it's with the bosses, whatever it is. I don't hold water because I can't. It's not in me. You know what I mean? It hurts me to have to do that. I can't function.
I can't fake it.
I literally can't fake it. I can't fake it. I can't function. I cannot do it. So yes, we need to have a staff meeting right now and let's have these conversations. I promise you there is nothing that y'all have heard about the Breakfast Club publicly that has not been addressed privately.
Facts.
And in the whole 13 years.
That's right.
Trust me when I tell you.
Yep, facts. And you know what? When we come back, let's have another conversation. We got your rumor report. Let's talk Tyrese.
I'm sick of this one. This is the kind. I don't want no part of this.
I'm sick of this too. Tyrese,
I'm sick of both of you.
Tyrese was here. We had a great conversation. He went home, and then all of a sudden he started crying, said he was mentally hurt by the conversation that he had up here, and then he called me a liar yesterday.
Why?
Well, what people don't know.
He said he didn't disrespect your wife.
Yeah, he said he didn't disrespect my wife, which is a lie. I appreciate Tyrese because he did help save my marriage when my marriage was on the rocks, and I appreciate him for that. But he was disrespectful to my wife, was the reason why I blocked him and didn't answer any of his calls. So now he called me a liar yesterday, and he said he had receipts, and we're gonna discuss when we come back.
I'm not discussing nothing with you.
We're gonna discuss when we come back.
Who is we? I'm not talking to you.
Me, you, and Rhea.
Who is Rhea? Oh, Rhea.
That's Rhea. That's Rhea right here.
What does Rhea know about any of this?
That's Rhea right here. She's guest co-hosting.
What does Rhea know about any of this?
We're gonna talk when we come back.
I'm not talking to you.
And you know what? And I might call Gia. I might call my wife.
I'm sick of all of y'all. Well, not Gia. Gia the only person that I might want to hear from. But I'm removing myself from this conversation until y'all kiss for real.
Sit your ass down.
Until you box him in his mouth or box your mouth or whatever the hell. Until you give him what you want. All right? Didn't you say you want him to kiss your butt from the back or something too? Something else you said?
Now y'all gotta get in the ring.
I don't know what kinkiness you're talking about right now.
Too. I remember that one too.
Y'all gotta get in the ring now.
Who?
You and Tyrese.
They need to get in a bedroom. That's what they need.
Oh my goodness. All right, we'll discuss when we come back. The Rumor Report is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Get out of here, Sim.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have Rhea here with us. She's our guest co-host.
What's up, y'all?
Rhea Davis.
Rhea Davis. And let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Tyrese.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
This is the song that never ends. Jesus Christ, man.
So Tyrese was on the Breakfast Club last week, and he was talking about some of the things that he didn't like about the Breakfast Club, and he said that he was upset that we didn't check on him when he was going through his problems, because when I was going through my problems with my wife, when we were at our lowest, he was there to help. And I told him during that conversation, I didn't, because you said some things to my wife and myself that I thought was disrespectful. He said we didn't check up on him. We checked up on him numerous times. I guess after the interview, everything was good. He apologized. We left on a positive note. But I guess when he got back home, maybe he read the comments, maybe social media, whatever it was, he got into a fit. And one post, he started crying and said we don't respect his mental. And then yesterday, he did a whole long video and he called me a liar.
But for him to go on the airwaves and say, I wanted to box you in the mouth because you disrespected my wife. My wife blocked you, I blocked you, and I just unblocked you a month ago. That's a lie, bro. Me and your wife were communicating August 11th, 2022. I got receipts. Did I disrespect your wife or did I not?
I'm so sick of people putting that in what you said, because you didn't say box him in your mouth. You said I want to box your mouth.
Right.
I want to box your mouth.
So to answer Tyrese, yes, he was blocked. And the reason I know he was blocked is because he had Charlamagne and myself on a group text, and I never replied because I didn't see it. He did speak to my wife, and he wanted me and my wife to go on live, and he wanted to ish on his ex Symantha. He wanted to ish on his wife. And I actually texted him, and I said, good morning. No, I'm passing on this. I prayed on it. Wasn't in the cards. Stay blessed. Have an amazing day. Right? Because I didn't want to be a part of him ishing on his wife, right? So then he said I was lying and he never said anything disrespectful to my wife. Well, what he actually did was, when they were talking, he was one of those dudes, and we all know that guy that tries to plant those seeds. If you had a man like me, it wouldn't have went down like that. I would have never. And I never said anything. And I'm going to tell you why I never said anything. I never said anything because, yes, Tyrese was there and he did help save my marriage. And I was like, I just don't want to ish on that. So I just kept it quiet and I just stepped away from him, because it's difficult, because you have somebody that helped, but then you also have somebody that's trying to hurt. But me and my wife accepted the help side, and he opened us up to a place where, we were able to fix our relationship and fix our marriage. And our marriage is even stronger now. Then I got a text, July 8th, 2022. You got the text? I just sent you the text, right? That's somebody that works for Tyrese. You see that text?
I'm looking at the text.
Now, I never mentioned anything to anybody that he flirted with my wife. What does that text say?
I'm not reading this.
It says, yo, DJ Envy blessings. Stay away from Tyrese, bro. He tried to destroy my marriage and career. He will do the same to y'all. Please, I'm open to talk to you. I'm not trying to gain anything from this. I'm just sick of the devil, and I refuse to know what I know and not tell good people what's up with that cat. Please stay away. He will try and get your wife. What's the date of that?
July 8th, 2022.
July 8th, 2022. So
it actually says, please stay away. He will try to get you and your wife.
Right. Shut up. But that just shows that's him as a person. Then the guy, he posts his picture and tells you his name, tell you who his wife is, tell you the people he knows. He says, I want you to be real, because that's what Tyrese did. He did it to me, flirted with my wife, and he's doing it with you. He had no idea, because I don't even know this gentleman.
I don't know why y'all didn't have that conversation when he was just up here.
Because I didn't want to disrespect him. I was like, I'm just gonna tell him what it is and leave it at that. He apologized, and he said it was the psych meds. Remember, it's the psych meds. Oh my gosh, I would never. Bull-ish.
Y'all lied to me. We sat here and had a whole hour and 30-minute conversation, and now you saying all of this stuff after the fact. Tyrese saying all of this stuff after the fact.
And you know what? You're absolutely right. Let's call my wife, please.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
Hey, babe.
Hey, boo-boo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your husband's in the blogs again.
Am I on the radio?
Yes, you are. You're on the radio. So you're in the rumor section. Tyrese is calling me a liar. For people that don't know, I stopped talking to Tyrese, and there was a reason why I stopped talking to Tyrese. Not because only did I think he was a bozo and full of ish, but also because of the way that I felt he was talking and conducting business with my wife. So I'm going to step back, and I want Charlamagne to ask the questions, because I don't want you.
Don't ask me.
I want you to ask.
Charlamagne is not getting involved.
I want you to ask
in no way, shape, or form. This is good morning, Gia. By the way, okay.
Good morning.
This is a conversation between a husband and a wife, and why the husband stopped talking to somebody and why the wife stopped talking to somebody. So the husband and wife should have a conversation. I'm sitting back watching the Casey Crew live. Go.
Good question. So, babe, just for people that don't know, Tyrese helped save our relationship when we were going through probably our lowest point, and I cheated. Tyrese came in and really helped us and guided us through our relationship, correct?
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
And then we got to a point where we stopped talking to Tyrese. I even blocked Tyrese, and I wanted to box his mouth, as I said the other day. And can you explain to the people why we stopped talking to Tyrese?
Well, we stopped talking to Tyrese on 2 different occasions. Once, many, many years ago, when he did do that amazing thing for us. He and I became friends, and we were very, very cool, and we spoke often. And a lot of times you'd be laying in the bed next to me while I was talking to him. And at first everything was cool, but for me, it got to a point where it became inappropriate and uncomfortable, where I felt as though lines were being crossed. And you felt as though lines were being crossed, and we both decided that we were going to take a step back. And, you know, there was times where I felt like he was extremely demanding of my time and of my attention, where if I didn't give him my time and my attention, he would get very angry, get very upset, and let me know what his expectations were of me. And, you know, at that time, I didn't feel as though he was going through any mental issues. I didn't feel as though he was facing any mental challenges at that time. I know that he does go through things, and I know that he has been on medication, but at that time I felt as though he was very clear-minded and everything seemed cool. But when I started to feel uncomfortable and you started to feel uncomfortable, we took a step back.
Well, what lines were crossed? Because people would be like, well, what lines did he cross?
You know, I don't really feel comfortable being specific because at the same time, I still do have a respect for him. I know that you still do have a respect for him. I would feel more comfortable just being general and saying that, you know, there was flirting and inappropriate compliments for a woman who's married.
Okay. I respect that.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
I don't have respect for him, though. But, yeah, no, I get it, and you do it. And, you know, I appreciate that, what he did.
How did you see it?
No, I know. I know that everything that's going on right now, and I know that he's being boisterous about it. I haven't been on Instagram in the last 2 weeks because we've been really busy, but, you know, you've told me some things, but I haven't really seen it firsthand, so it's not going to affect me the same way it's affecting you because I haven't seen it. But what I can say is that very clear lines were crossed. And
I get it.
So how did you see it, Envy?
There's certain things that you don't say to a man's wife. There's certain things that you don't say to a man's girlfriend. There's certain things that you don't say in a flirtatious way. And I told you what he said. You spoke to my wife yesterday, so you know what he said.
So that's why you wanted to box. That's why you said I'll box your mouth.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to box his mouth. It's just certain things you don't play with somebody's wife like that. And
were you upset that he wasn't flirting with you in any way, shape, or form?
A little bit. No, you see, you playing too much. But no. When it comes to it, I look at it like this. Tyrese did help save my marriage, and I have a respect for him for that. That's the reason why, instead of going at him, I just let it go. I just not spoke to him anymore until he starts going up. Now, I don't know if he has a record to sell. He's trying to push his record or whatever it may be. I just don't like it. And the reason I don't like it is that man was up here. He was in our faces. We had a conversation. After the conversation, we let things go. And it's just always weird when people do that. They go home and now all of a sudden they do other things. We just had a conversation. We was just here for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was strange.
You know, but I just don't like to be called a liar. And when somebody says, I got receipts, when I'm like, no, you spoke to my wife. Like
what receipts? What do you mean he said he has receipts? Because, you know,
who knows?
I wouldn't want to, listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't want to be put in a position to divulge the things that were said. But if he's calling you a liar, it didn't have to go that far. If he's calling you a liar, then that's a step that might have to be taken. Because by no stretch of the imagination are you a liar. By no stretch of the imagination are you exaggerating anything.
Okay.
It was very clear. It was very inappropriate. And your reaction was very appropriate.
Well, babe, I love you, and I know you got to get this kid to school, so I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, sweetie, bye.
Peace, Gil.
All right, bye, Charlotte.
And I also want to say, you know, when he said I didn't check on him, How many messages did I send you yesterday where I showed you that I checked on them numerous times?
I'm sick of y'all. And
I'm just asking.
I'm honest with you. I'm sick of you
I'm
and
just
Tyrese.
asking.
And I think y'all are lovers.
You think so?
I do. This is what I think this is all about. I think he's
not my type.
I think his next album is about both his exes. Okay, you and his ex-wife.
He's not my type.
I think Beautiful Pain has something to do with you too.
He's not my type.
Right? Because both of y'all seem like y'all in pain about
Amy,
this
what's your type?
situation. Definitely his type.
He's tall, dark, and a liar.
He like short, dark, and bald headed.
He's tall, dark, and a liar.
And you like
and a bozo. I don't do bozos, tall and dark. I like short, dark, bald, honest,
truth teller.
Okay.
I'm sick of both of y'all, man. So now I got
So
now I got to deal with a whole nother week of Tyrese. Now we're gonna get more Tyrese Instagram videos and everything else because of envy. But listen, here's the thing. You know what? I don't care. I do care, but I don't care enough to have this conversation. Like, it is what it is. Nobody cares about the truth and the lies more entertaining. So, y'all believe who y'all want to believe.
No, that's
I get it. Listen, you ain't got to tell me, but it don't matter. And I tell you this all the time.
What?
When people don't like you, they going to ride with anything that's against you. So the people who don't like Tyrese gonna ride with you. The people who don't like you gonna ride with Tyrese. So it don't even really matter at the end of the day.
You right.
That's really the truth. That's the reality of the situation.
But who you giving your donkey to? Since you talk about riding.
This guy, man. This guy. He's this guy. I don't know who I'm giving a donkey to yet. Y'all got me confused. Okay. I didn't even know we was about to do this just now. You know what I mean? But
all right,
we'll figure it out after the hour. Somebody's getting the credit they deserve for being stupid.
All right, let's play Mary J. Blige, Be Happy. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
WWPR FM HD1 New York.
An iHeartRadio station.
Every day I wake up. Wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club on Power.
Make sure you tell them to watch out.
People in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Yes. We are a donkey.
A Florida man attacked an ATM for a very strange reason. It gave him too much money. Florida man is arrested after deputies say he rigged the door to his home in an attempt to electrocute his pregnant wife. Police arrested an Orlando man for attacking a flamingo.
The Breakfast Club, bitches. Donkey of the day with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
I know old school industry lovers quarrel when I hear one.
Yo, shut up.
All right. Okay. You're
trying to make us a couple. You better stop.
I ain't trying to make y'all nothing.
Old school lovers quarrel.
I know it. Okay. I used to work with Wendy Williams. I know what the hell going on. Okay. Donkey of the day for Tuesday, September 12th goes to Timothy DeMars. Timothy is 62 years old, and he hails from Fort Myers, Florida. Okay. What did your Uncle Shala always say about the great state of Florida? Ooh. The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. And who knew that people in Florida love their grass so much? When I'm talking about grass, I'm not talking about old school slang for marijuana. I'm talking about grass, your yard, your lawn. Okay, I had no idea that people in Florida take their lawns so serious. Now, we've all seen the movie Friday. Okay, Stanley was the first time I witnessed someone not wanting people to be on their lawn. Okay, now that I'm an adult who has his own lawn and pays good money for landscaping, I overstand, all right? Don't walk on my lawn. I have no problem getting barefoot and grounding. Which Envy needs to do right now. I have no problems with the kids running around in the backyard, but if you don't live here, stay off my damn lawn. But I'm not going to jail or potentially getting killed over some grass. And that's exactly the position Timothy DeMars put himself in when he decided to, you know what? Let's go to NBC2 for the report, please.
2 construction workers were leaving work for the night, attaching their trailer to their truck. That's when they say a man walked outside of his home and pointed a gun at them, all because he was afraid that they were going to ruin his grass. Residents who live on Southtown and River Drive say that they're shocked to hear that the issue escalated so quickly. One of their neighbors is accused of pointing a gun at 2 construction workers. A report from the Lee County Sheriff's Office says that Timothy DeMars even told deputies that he would shoot the construction workers if they messed up his lawn.
That's a lot for some grass.
They found the gun that he allegedly pointed at the men on a shelf in his garage, and they say it was loaded. Deputies arrested DeMars, and he's facing charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. But tonight, he is bonded out of jail.
Oof. Now, here at the Breakfast Club, we had a debate about this because the president of the Fat Lives Matter committee told me Timothy should be allowed to pull a gun on these two construction workers because he's 62 years old.
What?
All right. I say that's malarkey. All right. The fact he's saying that's what old people do when you walk on their lawn. The fact that listen, man, he's fat. The fact that he's 62 is all the more reason I think he shouldn't have done it because he's too old to be going to jail. Would you rather have someone ruin your grass or ruin your ass? Because that's what's probably going to happen to you in jail. Not to mention you in Florida. Everybody's strapped. Okay, everybody got a gun. It's a stand your ground state. What if you would have pulled your gun on these people for walking on your lawn, and then one of these people would have pulled out a gun and shot you dead all over some grass? Timothy, now you got all your neighbors shook. Okay, I saw one neighbor say they didn't expect this from him. Another neighbor said he's not the type of person to play with. But now the whole neighborhood got to watch the neighbor, and the neighbor is you. Because any small neighborhood infraction could lead to someone getting a gun pulled on them. God forbid you speed through that neighborhood. You might catch 2 to the chest. Okay? Please don't knock over anybody's trash cans. Oh, my God. The dog poop on your lawn? You and the dog getting shot. All right? Parking in front of his house, I bet you won't without wearing a bulletproof vest, all right? There used to be a time you could go to your neighbors and welcome them with a pie or something. With this guy, you have to go over and let them know you got guns, we got guns too. And that's the problem. Everybody got guns. And you would think since everybody has guns, everybody would be a lot cooler. But for some reason, everybody is a lot more quick on the draw. And personally, I'm not about to be 6 feet under some grass because somebody walked on mine. Please give Timothy DeMarce the biggest hee-haw.
There was always that crazy neighbor that didn't want you walking on their grass.
But we ain't see him pull no gun on nobody for it.
That's
crazy. All I'm saying.
They chase you with a bat, usually. That was, New York. Or if you park in their parking spot when it's snowing, and people in New York think the parking spot is theirs, and they shovel it out, you park in somebody's parking spot, you might get a gunshot. Yeah, that might happen in New York.
Say peace, BET.
We're not going to play a game?
No, I don't want to play a game. I want to actually talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to say peace, BET. First.
BET, we'll see you later, BET. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
All right, BET, get out Breakfast Club business for the day. Go on about your business. What? Now, should we had a conversation that we were going to supposed to play.
Salam Remy.
Right?
Yeah. Audible?
Do we do that or do we call it audible?
Audible.
And go to Breakfast Club Court?
What Breakfast Club? Who?
I think we need to take you and Tyrese to Breakfast Club Court. Because I'm sick of both y'all Negroes. Because both of y'all sat here for an hour and a half, looked each other in the eyes. I thought we hashed everything out.
I
thought the conversation was what it was. Tyrese goes on Instagram. He keeps fueling things.
5 days straight.
Now you're responding to it. Now you got Gia involved.
Nah, you know what it is? All right, 800-585-1051. Breakfast Club Court. I don't even know what we in Breakfast Club Court for. Tyrese was up here. Yes, we had a long conversation. At the end of the conversation, he apologized. We decided to squash things out, right? People hit us up and says, as black brothers, that's what we need to do more of.
Well, black and Dominican brothers. Black and brown.
Tyrese not Dominican, he's black.
You are.
No, I'm not black. They said that, at the end of it, that's what brothers need to do. If we have a problem, something's wrong, it was a great conversation.
Regardless of how you felt about the conversation, a lot of great topics were addressed. Mental health issues, brothers holding themselves accountable, brothers knowing how to communicate and work things out.
Correct.
Tyrese ruined all of that.
Well, he went home.
I told him that Saturday.
He got into social media's ear. Social media started hitting him.
Because you told him you wanted to put something in his mouth.
I said I wanted to box his mouth. I said,
no, you didn't say box his mouth. You said I want to box your mouth.
I said I want to box you. I said I should have boxed your mouth.
You said you want to box your mouth and you like Lil D. And
I didn't say that. See, why can't you be like Lil? That's the problem. You can't be serious. That's what made him. That's what almost made him cry. Because you don't serious. You don't take him serious.
No. What made him almost cry is whatever y'all got going on behind the scenes.
Nothing going on behind the scenes.
That's the other conversation.
You're a little jealous right now.
I know an old school industry lovers quarrel.
No old school lovers quarrel. But anyway, 800-585. Well, as I was saying, Tyrese got back home
when ain't nobody looking. Y'all be mooning each other somewhere.
800-585-1051. Tyrese got back home. I guess he watched the social media, and then for 5 days he been going at me. And then yesterday he called me a liar. I'm a liar. I got receipts. I got this, that, and the other.
Well, I got the truth. Step further this morning, and you told people why you felt like Tyrese disrespected you, and that's because he was flirting
with my wife,
with your wife,
right?
And she said that.
That is the receipt. Like I don't need to text. Her mouth is pause. She is the receipt. See, I can't play with you. I'm not playing with you.
Wow.
I'm not playing with you.
This is some 1980s industry stuff. Now you're giving up the wife?
You don't take the.
Whoa!
You don't take nothing serious.
This is wild.
You don't take nothing serious.
What? I ain't never seen you in Fast and Furious. I don't even know why you're doing this.
I don't want to.
What have you done?
I'm not
what are
playing
you
with
even giving up?
I'm not playing
you
with
giving up all this and getting what out of it?
My wife was the receipt.
I ain't never heard a song that you got with a Tyrese feature. What is happening here?
She is the reason. She is the facts.
Envy.
So 800-585-1051. What is the question? What are we asking?
Listen, so you're not okay with him calling you a liar. You're going to clear your name. But where do you stand with him as far as his mental health journey?
I think you can be... Oh, that's your question to answer. If you go.
I think you need to ask the mental genius over there.
I am not a mental health genius.
I'm going to tell you, I think he's full of... Can I say caca? No. That's what he's full of. And I think he's full of that. And I think he uses mental health, and that's part of the reason why I feel like people don't necessarily trust people. I think he uses mental health to his advantage when he needs to. When it's a problem, I think he says, oh, it's mental. When it's a situation, oh, it's mental. Instead of being a man and standing on his square and saying, I messed up, this was a problem. That's what he does. And he'll get on the line today, he'll cry and say this, that, and the other. He does it all the time. We see it every week, and then, congratulations. He does it all the time.
Well, I think you can deal with mental health issues and both be full of caca, but I think the bigger conversation is we never talk about the people who have to deal with people who have mental health issues. How much are those people supposed to take? How much are family members supposed to take? How much are friends supposed to take? You know, at some point you got to draw lines. You got to set boundaries. You know, regardless of what a person is going through, especially if the person does not want to go get help.
Right, right, and that's my boundaries. Block you. Never have to speak to you again because I don't want to get there. And we know a lot more.
What do you mean?
We know a lot more.
What are you talking about?
All right.
You got to refresh my memory. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't pay y'all niggas no attention because y'all get on my nerves.
And I think you a little jealous because you seen another brother, dark skin and bald, coming into your territory, and you get a little, look at you.
Okay, time out.
Look at you.
You're admitting this is gay.
Yo, shut up, man.
This is the old school industry level.
It's the Breakfast Club. Come on,
and we're admitting this now.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. I was just minding my business now. Charlamagne.
Yes.
Where are we going right now? Rhea Davis is here.
Rhea Davis is here. The reason we're in Breakfast Club court is because last week, y'all know we had a great conversation with Tyrese. I thought it was a great conversation. I thought people learned a lot from it. I thought a lot of different great conversations sparked because of it. Conversations about mental health, conversations about holding people accountable, conversations about friends showing up for each other, conversations about, just great conversation. I thought it was a great conversation. But Tyrese must have went home and read the comments, and he has not stopped coming at Envy. And yesterday, I said coming at. I could have said in.
All right.
Yesterday he called you a liar.
Correct.
And he said that he did not disrespect your wife in any way, shape, or form.
Correct.
This morning your wife said otherwise.
Correct. So I guess
you want to play some of it?
Yeah, let's play a little bit of what my wife called this morning.
Hello.
Hey, babe.
Hey, boo-boo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your husband's in the blogs again.
Am I on the radio?
Yes, you are. You are on the radio. So you're in the rumor section. Tyrese is calling me a liar. For people that don't know, what lines were crossed? Because people would be like, well, what lines did he cross?
I don't really feel comfortable being specific because at the same time, I still do have a respect for him. I know that you still do have a respect for him. I would feel more comfortable just being general and saying that, there was flirting and inappropriate compliments for a woman who's married.
Okay.
So I guess my thing is, man, who do y'all think is wrong? And I want to say we're going to leave this alone, but we're not, because Tyrese giving you at least 120 minutes on Instagram Live today.
It's okay.
At least.
Liars got to talk to. Let's go to the phone lines. Sophia, good morning.
Good morning.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, blessed, and doing wonderful. How are you guys?
Good. What's your thoughts, Sophia?
So I just want to say, as a person who sees both sides, I definitely applaud you and your wife. Everything that you did was correct. When someone disrespects your spouse, they're disrespecting your marriage. So you have to stand strong. I say that as a person who's been married for 15 years. And I say that because marriage isn't valued as it was once valued before. And so it's very important now to stand together when you're married and to support one another. I also will say this. as a person who has suffered with mental illness, now that I see therapy and I'm healing, I never really realized how much I hurt and damaged people when I was going through my cycle. And one thing that my therapist told me is that I cannot expect everyone to deal with my cycle, that they also have boundaries. And if they walk away or if they leave the relationship and no longer want to talk to me, that I have to understand that. Because at the end of the day, we all have our boundaries.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you, Mama.
And that's the biggest thing. And that's why, at the Mental Health Expo, we started that last year in the break room, talking to family members and friends who have to deal with people who have mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have mental health issues and, you don't want to go get the help that you deserve, we can't just allow you to just project on everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, those people have to set boundaries too, because people only have the capacity to take but so much.
Absolutely.
Tia, good morning.
Good morning. Oh my goodness, I 100% agree with that. I literally am going through the same thing with my brother who needs help, and my family expects me to just continue to take his BS, and I feel like that's crazy for him to be able to verbally abuse me and everybody tell me to sweep it under the rug. Like, no, go get the help that you need so we can move forward. You cannot keep talking to me crazy and calling me out my name. So I 100% agree with people with mental health issues need to go get the help that they need to be in a better space.
I agree with you. Thank you, Mama.
Thank you.
Hello, who's this?
This Red Boy.
Red Boy, what's up? Talk to me.
Man, I think you guys need to go ahead and squash it, get everything on the table. But I am with you, Envy, man. When it comes to disrespecting the spouse, I think it goes to a different level. So once it comes to the disrespect level, crossing that line, it goes to a whole nother level.
And what makes this even worse, man, honestly, is like, when I saw Tyrese say some things Saturday, I reached out to Tyrese and I told Tyrese, you need to knock it off. And the reason you need to knock it off is because, the disrespect that, Envy was talking about was X, Y, and Z. It was this. It was what, he feels, him and his wife feel like you were inappropriate with this. So for him to keep pushing the issue was strange. Like, he should have just reached out to y'all.
Right.
Privately. But when I see him do it publicly, it's just like, are we performing here? Are we just trying to keep garnering attention for a single? Like, what are we doing, bro?
But that's what I thought was strange. After I said that on air, I thought Tyrese was gonna reach out and be like, "Hey, what did I say? What was inappropriate?" He never did. That's what made me feel like this was all entertainment purposes. Like he's doing this for clout. He's doing this for that, and I just don't respect it. That's why I just left it alone. When he went at me for the last 5 days, I just left it alone. But it gets to a point where you push somebody to the point and be like, you know what? Let me just tell people what it is, and then I won't address it anymore. But 800-585-1051. Charlamagne has me in Breakfast Club court.
You and Tyrese. Who's wrong?
All right, let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have Rhea Davis here, our guest co-host this morning.
Hey.
A lot going on when you got here, huh, Rhea?
It's a lot going on today.
All right. Now, Charlamagne has me in Breakfast Club court right now.
I mean, only because it's just strange, right? Last week, Tyrese was up here. I thought we had a great hour and a half conversation. I thought we kumbaya'd. I thought we put everything out, but clearly we didn't, because some people, Tyrese, like to react to social media, and that whole box your mouth thing went viral. We don't know if Envy was being sexual or threatening.
Shut up,
but
man.
Tyrese didn't like that, so he's been talking about that for the last few days. And yesterday he brought back up the fact that he didn't disrespect your wife. He's got receipts. I don't know what his receipts are, but your wife called this morning, Gia, and told us
the truth,
what it was. And
Absolutely.
She said that she feel like Tyrese was flirting with her and being inappropriate.
Yep. Hello, who's this?
What up, though? This is Nicole calling from Detroit.
Hey, Nicole, what up, though? What's your thoughts?
I think that you're right, Envy, and honestly, Charlamagne is a weirdo for not having your back when it comes to it. It's weird. I don't get it.
Have his back how? What am I supposed to do?
I mean, just notify that your man is right and Tyrese is being a weirdo. He always doing this shit, crying about everything. He know he was disrespectful by coming at that man's wife. And honestly, all you can do is be like, yeah, you're right, that's weird, instead of being like, oh, y'all butt buddies, box your mouth, y'all being weird.
No. See, that's y'all problem. Y'all y'all don't know how to deal with nuance. I think it's all those things. I think Tyrese being weird, but I also think it's an old school industry lover's quarrel too.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
I really do.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Charlamagne texts me. He speaks to me on the phone. Charlamagne knows what it is.
Listen, I talked to both of them behind the scenes. I told Tyrese Saturday that I thought this was some nut-ass stuff simply because we just had a conversation for an hour and some change, and NB never said why he felt like you were being disrespectful, but I told Tyrese what it was. So for him to continue to push this issue, that's on him. Now he got Gia spilling more beans. And you know a Dominican family don't like to spill beans. They like to cook. They like to save their beans.
We're not Dominican, but hello, who's
you
this?
Dominican, Gia Jamaican.
Hello.
No, neither one of y'all like to spill y'all beans. Y'all like to cook y'all beans with rice.
Y'all?
What's your name, Mama?
Princess from Alabama. How y'all doing?
Hey, Princess from Alabama.
Princess.
Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
Look, my thought is, I think what y'all are forgetting is Tyrese, this is like his new job. This is side hustle. He's basically like a little YouTuber now, like a blogger. So whatever can cause drama, that's great for him. So Home Depot making him mad, he gonna blow that up. See if he can get some views on that. You making him mad, he gonna blow that up. He just be lying to get views. He's really like one of those YouTubers. They blow everything is a big deal. If you forget they fries at McDonald's, that's a video. So that's Tyrese now. This man is a YouTuber, but
damn it, man.
And guess what? I don't like to get involved with the YouTubers of the world.
Envy, where y'all going next with it? Do you think y'all need to have a conversation offline?
You're done. We had a conversation. You see what I'm saying? We had a conversation, and it was done. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to keep bringing it back up, I'm not that person. We had a conversation. It's done. He could keep talking, keep chatting. And the only reason I just don't like to be called a liar. This is the truth. This is factual.
But nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. And I said it a million times already. When people don't like you, they're going to ride with anything that's against you. So if Tyrese is going against you, they're going to ride with Tyrese. But for the folks that don't like Tyrese, they're going to ride with you. So all it is a bunch of he said, she said. You know what bugged me out yesterday? What? Tyrese said he had receipts. He ain't even show nobody nothing. But everybody running with that. Tyrese said he got receipts. He ain't show y'all nothing. No. like not a thing. No. You know what I mean? But y'all ran with it. What does that tell you, Envy? Nobody cares about the truth. They just are entertained.
Right.
That's it.
Hello, who's this?
Well, this Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. Good morning. What's your thoughts, Bobby?
Man, to be honest, he jealous of you. And he's famous. He's jealous of you and he's famous. And to me, I'm thinking you gave him lecture to come in between what you and your wife had. Like, it should have never led to him counseling y'all to him texting your girl.
Yeah, I will say this. I'm not. When it came to my relationship and my marriage, Tyrese helped a lot. Tyrese we were able to have long discussions. Tyrese became the therapist during that point.
But it never should have led something other than that.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not faulting you because it's like you too nice, bro. You too nice to the wrong people.
You right.
And they take your kindness for weakness.
You right.
You think they love us?
Oh. You there? Damn. Gone. Hello, who's this? This guy's stupid.
This is TC. How are you?
Hey, TT. Hey. Good morning. Talk to us.
Oh my God, DJ Envy, I hate to tell you, but this is all your fault.
Why is this my fault, TT?
It's TC because had you not taken your wife for granted or going through that marital issue and cheated on your wife, you never would have had to introduce another man into your marriage.
You right, TT. You right.
That man did not have to be Tyrese. They could have went and got some real counseling. Don't you do that. Don't put that.
But TT is right.
That's what she's saying.
For every action is a reaction. If I didn't disrespect my wife, we wouldn't have been in this situation to have a man. She is TT, I see what you're saying.
I disagree with that one. I think that even after the disrespect, you could have went and got a real marriage counselor. You chose to go get Mr. Sweet Lady. You chose to go have Jody Baby Boy be your marriage counselor. You did that.
Hello, who's this?
That was a worse choice than cheating.
That was actually God did that, and what he was able to do and get us to get to terms when we were speaking was amazing. So I can't knock that. I can't take that from him. What's the moral of the story?
Well, no, it's Breakfast Club Court. I don't know, man. I think both of y'all wrong in different ways.
How the hell am I wrong?
Because I'm gonna tell you why I think you wrong. I think that when Tyrese was here and you told him I want to box your mouth, and you told him that you disrespected my wife, you should have put it all out right then and there. You should have let him know right then and there exactly what he did. So then y'all could have had the conversation, and we really could have just buttoned everything up right then and there.
And I'll be truth. And I didn't say I wanted. I said he said some things that made me want to box his mouth, right?
Box your mouth.
And the reason I didn't say it right then and there is because when you're in a marriage, before I say what bothered my wife or was disrespectful to my wife, I wanted to have a conversation with my wife about it. That's why I never said it what it was.
But I told you that after it happened. I said people gonna have something to say to you because they don't know what the alleged disrespect was.
Right.
So maybe Tyrese thought y'all would never put that out there.
Right.
What the alleged disrespect was. Because he knows. Because I told when he jumped out the window Saturday with all them tears and everything, I said to Tyrese, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
We had a great conversation. We kumbaya. We left it. Why are you getting back online stirring things up? Especially when you know, or maybe you don't, but now you do because Uncle Charlotte just told you.
Right.
The disrespect is
what the issue is.
You was inappropriate to his wife.
Right. And the reason I didn't say it there is, like I said, I didn't have a conversation with my wife, and I would never want my wife to hear something the first time on the radio without having a conversation with her and speaking to her about that. That's just who I am in my marriage.
I get it, but I think I think Tyrese is very wrong for just not leaving the conversation where it was. We had a great conversation. People laughed. They learned a lot. We addressed things like mental health. We talked about holding brothers accountable, brothers communicating and ironing out issues. Yeah. Leave it. But Tyrese just is not able to do that.
All right. Well, I'm mentally worn. You want to give me a hug?
No, I do not want to give you a hug. Okay? All right?
Give him a hug. He been through it.
Rhea. His down low past and his down low behavior is what got him in this situation.
Yo, Charlamagne. All right. Rhea has your rumor report when we come back. Don't move.
Free.
It's the Breakfast Club. I don't even know why I work here. I don't know.
I want him to be free.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. The rumor report with Miss Rhea Davis.
Hey. I know people know the story now, but some may not know.
On the Breakfast Club.
Good morning.
It's what y'all been waiting for, ain't it?
You ready, Rhea?
I'm ready.
Let's go. What we got?
Quavo is enrolling in the University of Georgia.
That's pretty dope. What is he? I guess he's going to school. He's going to be a business major, or do we know?
Is he going to be business? Is he going to do music? Well, what happened was, Quavo told Vibe that he has plans to enroll in the University of Georgia after he partnered with Liz. So he's always been a fan of the Atlanta Braves hat. Mm-hmm. So now he wants to go in school. I think that's dope.
Why not?
I think it can help lead enrollment, and going back to higher education and further education is always dope.
Yeah, because it don't matter how much money you have at the end of the day. There's always more that you can learn. So I'm not mad at it.
And I always love, and I said this before, I think when you go back to school, it's different because you get to really, you can put your curriculum together how you want it. The classes that you want to take, the things that you like, whether it's accounting or finance or it's business or marketing. And, those are the classes that you like. Because I think when you leave high school and go straight to college, a lot of times you don't know what you want to do.
It's got to be hard to focus nowadays, though. Especially with all the, distractions, number one, because of your career and the life he already has. But then, all of the social media and everything else, it's got to be hard to stay focused.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Going back to school is kind of cool, too, because you got to see the world first.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. What else we got?
We got Ice Spice collaborating with Dunkin' Donuts, and I think this is fire. So she announced her collaboration with Dunkin' Donuts, which is they're collaborating on an Ice Spice Munchkin. So I think it goes hand in hand. It's on brand with Munch. It's on brand with her hair color. It's pretty on brand.
So it's going to be for Halloween?
Well, it's kind of like fall inspired. So, pumpkin lattes.
Yeah, her orange. She got the orange hair.
She got the orange hair.
That's dope.
I think it's fire. And Munch, the Munch record.
Yeah, I think that's dope.
I think it's on brand.
The donut got to be shaped like something, though. It can't just be like a regular Munchkin. Now, seriously, it got to be either heart shaped or ass shaped.
It got to be like a peach.
Something, peach, you know what I mean? Like, it gotta be something. It gotta be something along those lines. Can't just be a regular Munchkin.
Mm-hmm. Why'd you go with ass first, though? You could have went anywhere else. But what else you got? You got anything else?
Signature dance,
Duh.
Fans have been criticizing Krishan Rock for taking her newborn to the football game, taking her newborn everywhere. The baby's only about a week old. Blueface has had a lot to say about it as well. How do you feel about her having the baby out a week?
Well, usually you could take the baby out after the baby gets his or her shots. Then they usually say that you can take the baby out. But Yeah, once the baby has his shots. I don't remember. I'm far removed from when the baby gets his first shots. I don't know if it's the first week or whenever it is, but usually after the baby gets his shots, they allow you to take the baby traveling or take the baby outside. But it's Krishan's baby. She can do what she want to do.
You know how everybody else wants to govern everybody else's parenting. So, you know, all the social media parents. But people feel like the baby has been on a world tour and the baby is a week old. So,
yeah, and I remember when I had, I don't even remember what kid it was, one of my children. As soon as the baby got the shots, we went out the country. Like, we traveled. Like, we got a passport and we traveled with the baby, and the baby's fine as long as the baby gets the shots and care for the baby. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Charlamagne, you're a parent.
Yeah, I ain't nobody's mother though, so you know, I'm gonna listen to the wife. If the wife is out with the child and we going somewhere, I'm gonna be there too. I don't, you know, I've never even thought about it. I was like, damn, a week after, what's wrong with that? That's literally the first thing I thought to myself.
Yeah, I just can't remember when the baby gets his first shots, but after that, they usually go wherever you want.
I didn't even know the shots mattered for them to be out and about. I never heard them say keep the baby in the house for a certain amount of time after the baby's born. I've never heard that.
And I might be wrong. I might just be saying that out my ass, but because I thought.
Is that where you had the baby from? I never heard that either. So I'm confused. But, you know, once again, like you said, Rhea, people be loving to mind other folks' business when it comes to stuff like that.
Right.
You know, if you ain't a mother, shut the hell up.
And probably aren't doing the best parenting job themselves.
That's
It's always
exactly
crazy
right.
to me. So Blueface also criticized her for making an Instagram page for the baby. How do you feel about that?
Everybody do that. They got Instagram pages for their dogs, they cats, you know what I mean, they newborn.
And especially their life is based off of social media and everything that goes on, so I don't see a problem.
Don't start an Instagram account for your child before you start a bank account, though, or S&P 500 or something like that, please.
But I will say this, I just feel like in every situation, there should be a conversation between mom and dad, you know, because dad might not want to do it, mom might want to, and they got to be, you know, they got to meet in the middle somewhere. Maybe create a page, make it private, I don't know, but I think they should meet in the middle of whatever conversation when they're talking about their child, you know?
Absolutely.
All right. Well,
so Krishan Jr. about to be lit outside.
She outside.
How do you feel about her naming the baby after herself? I kind of like it. I'm not gonna hold you. I know it's kind of like a little taboo and uncouth, but I would have a junior for sure.
Why is it uncouth?
I would have a junior. I would.
Men do it all the time. Why not?
You know how double standards are. Nobody ever like bats an eye if a man has a junior, but like I would do it. I would have a junior.
I watched George Foreman. I watched the movie when I was on the plane. George Foreman, I think, had 3 Georges and then his daughter Georgette. So it is what it is. Like, you can name your child whatever you want. Why you got that on your face like that?
Some people shouldn't, though. Hold on, let's talk about that. What? Some people shouldn't name their children whatever they want.
Like what?
Okay, because some of y'all be naming y'all kids after pit bulls. All right?
Like what?
Y'all have to realize that these are kids who are going to grow up. And that name might sound cool now.
Like what?
All right? But, you know, in the future, it ain't going to sound so cool.
Like what name?
There's a lot of them. I don't know.
Say one.
I can't think right now, but you know the names I'm talking about when you hear it.
Nobody gonna name their child Fido.
What?
Fido, that's a dog's name, right? Fido?
Man, shut up, man.
They name their kids everything.
I don't know.
People name their kids everything.
My dog's name is Chuck Norris, so it is what it is.
That's stupid.
No, it's not.
But it's a dog.
It's a dog.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
But there's kids out there named Chuck Norris, and that's their first name. I'm serious. They would name their kid Chuck Norris. That would be the first name. Chuck Norris. And have it all spelled together.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. The People's Choice Mix is up next. Get your request in. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our special guest co-host, Rhea Davis. How you feeling, Rhea?
I'm feeling great.
A lot of things going on today?
A lot of things are going on. Always something going on at The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, always something. You coming back tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Come back as long as you'll have me. As long as you have me, I will always come back.
Give me your info, Rhea, your Instagrams and all of that.
It is my name. So it's IamReaDavis on all platforms.
Okay.
All right. Well, we appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. All right. Now, when we come back, positive note.
Yes, indeed.
It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. I just want to salute to everybody that tunes in each and every morning. We really appreciate you guys. Have a lot of fun with you. This is I tell everybody all the time, this is my therapy. I like coming up here and talking to y'all. And
that's the problem, though.
What?
You need to go see a real therapist.
You give me a hug, I'll go see one.
I'm not hugging you, bruh. What's up with you?
We gotta hug it out at the end of the show.
I agree.
I'll give him one of them hugs that Melvin gave Jody and Baby Boy. Sneak up on him from the back. Lick his scalp.
He's bald too. He's bald too.
He definitely is.
Leave it to the positive though.
Listen, I want to tell everybody too, make sure you go to the mentalwealthexpo.com
Yes.
to find more information on my 3rd annual Mental Wealth Expo, which is happening October 7th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square. I bring together some of your favorite psychiatrists and therapists, mental health advocates, mental health experts, and we just have a conversation. It's a day of mental health education and healing. You heard my man Justin Little, who's actually going to be on the panel this year. He called in earlier and spoke about how when he came a couple of years ago, it got him on his healing journey. And literally, that's what this event is about. It's an event to get you started on your healing journey. It's a free event. All ages are welcome. Free, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So we'll see you Saturday, October 7th at the 3rd annual Mental Wealth Expo.
Charlamagne, I love the work that people like you and Shanti Das have been doing to erase and eradicate the stigma around mental health. I think that's so important.
Salute to the homie Shanti and silence the shame. Now, the positive note is simply this. For the person that needed to see this today, your heart will heal, your tears will dry, your season will change. Rest tonight knowing that the storm will end.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?